Hey.
Hey, yourself. Join me? Or are you meeting someone? Are you okay?
No, Callie, I'm not okay.
What's wrong?
All right, I might as well tell you. I moved out tonight.
What happened?
Come on, Callie, you know what happened. Olivia and I are about as far apart as a husband and wife can be. Everything came to a head.
I know how hard this is for you, Malcolm.
You know, Callie, I'll tell you what's hard. It's to have to look at my little boy in his face and tell him that his daddy isn't coming home. And then to see the pain and confusion just set in his eyes. I mean, damn it, Kelly, that damn near ripped me apart to have to hurt him like that. You know what makes everything worse is I hear from my brother himself that he knew all along about my wife's scam, but he just didn't feel the need to tell me about it. Oh, he says he wanted to protect his little brother. Well, you know what? I got news for you, Callie. I'm a grown man. I don't need protecting. I don't need protecting from him, not from anybody.
Just a minute. Hi, Leah.
I'm probably the last person you want to see, but I really need to talk to someone. Are you just getting home from work?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a long day.
Malcolm moved down. And we had to tell Nate tonight. Precious little boy that just, none of this is his fault, and now it's...
Olivia, don't. You don't have to say any more. I already know I saw my brother.
Well, I really am on my own now, then.
Olivia, this problem, it has to be resolved between you and Malcolm. If I get involved, it's not going to help. If anything, it's going to complicate things. You know it, and so do I. That was smooth.
Philip's getting out of his swim trunks. He'll be right down. You know, I'm really glad you and Philip were able to come tonight. I've missed being with my grandson.
And he misses you, too. But I have to wonder, Jill, if there isn't more to this evening than meets the eye.
I wish that I could explain why I feel so negative about Tony. I mean, on the surface, I suppose you're right. There's nothing wrong with him. And Meg is crazy about him.
And he's not an axe murderer or a convicted
Ryan,
bank robber.
Don't joke about this. I'm worried about my sister.
Honey, you have got to back off. Until you have some evidence against the guy, and I mean real evidence, to Megan, it looks like you've got some kind of a problem.
What's it look like to you?
Like you're a very sweet, caring sister. But in case you've forgotten, your father had a very bad feeling about me, too.
Over here, miss.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute.
Face the wall.
Wait a minute.
Hands on
Wait.
your head. Hands on your head.
Man, this is wrong. We didn't do anything.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court
We
of
didn't
law.
do anything.
You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be provided for you. Do you understand your rights?
Yeah. Look, officers, this is a mistake. We didn't steal anything.
District attorney thinks you did.
Well, how is that possible?
We had you under surveillance.
Well, man, you got it wrong.
Any idea how many times we hear that?
Come on. You didn't do... Meg? Megan! Meg!
Stay back, Viscardi.
Well, help her, man! Megan! Meg! Meg!
You need some help, kid?
I guess.
You guess? What kind of answer is that?
Actually, I'm almost done.
Oh, I see. Just get lost, Bertie.
I didn't say that.
Well, you didn't have to. This little attitude you got going on.
What attitude?
You got that look on your face, that holier than thou look people give me just because I take a little nip every now and then. Let me tell you something, Miss Goody Two Shoes. You got a problem with me drinking? Let's settle it right here, right now.
Catherine, I'm very sorry for the interruption. Minor crisis averted, however.
It is all right, Stan, all right.
All right. So, this proposition you have for me, what is it?
I've piqued your curiosity, have I?
Well, now let's see. You said, how's the food business going? I said, booming. That seemed to make you happy. You're going to make me an offer on my food processing plant.
No. But if you come through for me on this the way I hope, I will be forever in your debt. As will others, in so many ways you cannot imagine, Stan.
Catherine, you really have piqued my curiosity. What is all this about?
Well, Stanley, it has been brought to my attention not as much food is being donated these days by companies such as yours to all the food banks and the shelters, which in turn means people are getting less food, the ones who really need it, the indigent, the homeless.
Catherine, if you're implying somehow that I'm shirking my civic responsibilities, this is
Stanley,
not
no,
true.
no, please, not at all. I know what a generous man you are, and I'm sure there must be an explanation, though, why this is happening.
Yes.
At any rate, there is a solution to this problem, and how this will be solved depends on you and companies like yours, and my powers of persuasion, which are considerable, Stanley, which you are about to discover.
No, thank you, Esther dear. Oh, but I think I see a young man over there that we could talk into having a cookie or two.
They're really good. Which one?
So, Brett, you're rather quiet at dinner. I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Oh, you're kidding? You've been very hospitable, Jill.
Well, I've also been very remiss in not finding out about you. So, go ahead, tell me about yourself.
Oh, dear. Here comes the Inquisition.
Well, what would you like to know?
Well, you say you're a soccer coach.
That's one of my responsibilities, yeah.
Well, that's great. And also an English teacher.
That's right, that's right.
We are not trying to buy you off, Nina.
Oh, then money's not involved here?
I'm objecting to your terminology. Yes, of course, money is involved here, but it's only to ensure your future happiness.
Yeah, that's what I said. Buy me off.
We're not talking nickels and dimes here, Nina.
Oh, I see. You're upping the ante. Is that at what, 60,000? You 75? After all, I did turn down 50 before I proved that Philip was the father.
As you say, things are different now.
You're damn right they're different.
Listen, you do realize that we're not obligated to give you a single penny.
Oh, no, that's why you're in here waving dollar bills.
$1 million bills?
What?
She said $1 million.
So what's the catch? There's always a catch with you two.
Promise to leave Genoa City and never return.
What about the baby?
Where did you just go?
Nowhere. No, I was right here. Just remembering some stuff. You know, it's kind of late for school night, so I gotta get Phil to bed.
Oh, no, please, you're not leaving so soon.
We've stayed too long already.
Oh, this nonsense. I love having Philip here, and he likes being here, don't you, darling?
Joe, we're not staying. That's it.
Come on, buddy. What do you say we go pull the car around?
I had a nice time, Grandma. Thanks.
Philip, I love you. Don't ever forget that, okay? Or how much?
It was really nice to meet you, Mrs. Jill. Thank you.
My pleasure. All right, Nina, out with it. Why are you in such a damn rush to get out of here?
Hey, I know that you love this house, but I don't feel the same. I recall vividly how desperate you were to get me and my baby out of this house and out of your lives, which is why I will never feel really welcomed in this house. And I know that you want bygones to be bygones, and I'm not going to interfere in your relationship with my son or anything like that, but this big happy family that you're fantasizing about, it isn't going to happen. Not in this house, and certainly not in this lifetime.
Bertie, I don't want to argue.
Well, then don't be giving me no attitude then. Just because I take a little snort now and then. You know, you have no idea what it's like to be in my shoes, little girl. You don't know what my life's been like, so don't go judging me.
I'm not judging you.
Shh, you're right. Well, I know when I'm not wanted, okay? I was getting ready to hit the sack anyway. How old are you, kid?
15.
Yeah, my daughter's gonna be 15 this summer. Haven't seen her since she was 12.
She with her old man?
Yeah. Dory's with her father.
Because of your drinking?
You ask too many damn questions.
So I am hoping with your business having a banner year, you will consider setting aside a larger portion and donating it as you used to. I happen to have an address of a shelter here in town. And that place fulfills a great need. Their pantry is nearly empty. If you just could send them anything you can, it would be deeply appreciated. I know that. I know that for a fact.
Catherine, you're really twisting my arm.
Stanley, the need is so great. I mean, would you please help us? You okay?
Yeah, I think so. I'd really like to use the phone, though.
We need to ask you some questions first.
Look, I really need to tell my sister what happened.
Right over here.
What are they doing with Megan?
Don't worry about her.
Damn it, man, she doesn't belong here. The girl didn't do anything.
But you did. Isn't that right, Mr. Viscardi? Have a seat, Antonio.
Look, man, this is just a big mistake.
It's big, all right. Mistake? I don't think so. Thought you gotten away with it, didn't you?
With what? I didn't steal a damn thing.
Mr. Viscardi, you delivered a car to a Mr. Joseph Connors that was stolen. Now, we're certain that Mr. Connors knew the car was stolen. We believe you did as well.
I didn't. And if he knew, then I was set up. Man, when I get my hands on that
Tell me how you came into possession of the car.
Real simple, okay? He told me to pick it up in Florida and drive it up here.
So it was Joe's car?
I paid some dude for it.
How?
Joe, he gave me some cash.
Did you get a receipt, bill of sale, signed registration for it?
No. The car was Joe's deal. I didn't think about a damn piece of paper.
I didn't think. Famous last words. Mr. Viscardi, you're either really stupid or you're lying.
Look, I don't care what you do to me, okay? Just let Megan go. She didn't even know Joe. She only talked to him once or twice.
Okay, here's the deal. You tell us everything we want to know, and then we'll do whatever the hell we want. How's that sound, lover boy?
It sucks.
Ryan, my father's attitude toward you is completely different from how I feel about Tony and Megan.
What was different? He was so sure I was bad news. Older, more experienced, those were his exact words, Trish, and now they're the words you're using to describe Tony.
It's not the same. Dad was acting like a normal father. I mean, any guy who comes around is gonna look scary to a father. But you had a good job. You had an education.
Whoa. Tony has a job, too. Maybe not the kind of job you'd choose for your sister's boyfriend.
I just don't feel that he's right for Meg. Hello?
Trish, is that you?
Meg? Meg, are you okay?
I've been arrested.
Arrested for what?
Tony and I would...
Tony and you? Oh my God, Meg, where are you? Are you in Genoa City?
Yes, I'm at the police station. Listen, Trish, please do not get on my case. I really need your help.
Okay, listen, you just hold on, and Ryan and I are gonna be right there, okay? You know, maybe next time I have an intuition about someone, you'll take it a little more seriously.
Hey, thanks, Trish.
As I woke up this morning, I was thinking of you. How I never thought I'd ever see all my dreams come true. But like water,
Kelly, I just can't believe this is happening. That everything has gone this far.
When I left town, I was certain Olivia would get over her paranoia. I mean, I tried to get inside of her head. I asked myself how I would feel if someone from my husband's past just turned up. But I don't get it. It still makes no sense to me.
It makes two of us.
Maybe it's because I'm missing some information. Olivia was married before, right?
Yeah.
So what's the story with her ex? I mean, why'd they split?
They didn't split. He died.
I had no idea. Do you think that's part of the problem? She never got over it?
I don't know, Talia. Yeah, it hit her hard. What made it worse was what she never got over. He cheated on her. He had an affair for months.
Olivia. Well, she's had it hard, hasn't she?
Yeah, Olivia. She's had it real hard.
But then she found you. That should have made a real difference.
Well, it did for a while. At least until...
I showed up in town.
There you go.
An old flame from the past, which opened the wound for her again, didn't it? Olivia was afraid the nightmare would start all over again, that she would wind up being betrayed by you the way she was betrayed by her first husband, even though you hadn't given her any reason to doubt you, Malcolm, or your love. And never would.
You'll be ready in a few minutes.
I need you to understand, Neil, that it was Malcolm's decision to make this break. I didn't push him to do it. Lord knows it's a horrible situation for our son. I just wish it had never come to this.
If it's worth anything, I know my brother feels the exact same way. Look, Liv, maybe this time apart is exactly what the doctor orders, so to speak. Give you a chance to work things out and get your marriage back on track.
You still think there's hope?
I get the tea. I'll be right back.
How long have you known Antonio Viscardi?
A few months.
And Joe Connors?
I hardly know the guy, but he's such a creep.
He paid for your trip to Florida. In effect, he paid you to do this job.
Look, I didn't know the car was stolen, and neither did Tony.
Mr. Viscardi has already told us his side of the story. It's not gonna look good for you if the two sides don't match up. Why don't you just tell us the truth?
Officer, you have a Megan Dennison here?
She's my sister.
She's being questioned. What happened? She and her boyfriend were transporting a stolen car.
No. No way. Her dirtbag boyfriend may have been, but there's no way in hell that my sister was involved.
It's not for me to say. When can we get her out? It's late. The bail hearing won't be until tomorrow morning at the earliest.
Tomorrow? You mean she has to spend the night in this jail?
She was arrested on a warrant. She has to go before the judge.
Meg!
Tricia.
Meg!
Miss, I'm sorry, you can't do that.
Megan! Shut Meg! Megan!
Tricia?
Miss Dennison, I still have a few more
Oh,
questions
that's my
for
sister.
you.
Can I see her? Please, sir.
For a moment. Then book her.
Just go. Wait, please. It's gonna be fine. Ryan, where's Megan?
You bastard!
No.
Look what you've done! Are you happy? I knew this might happen! I knew you would get her in trouble! You were
I'm sorry.
Just calm down, all right? If you don't stop, you're gonna end up being thrown in jail.
Trish.
You look like you had a nice time.
Well, as a matter of fact, I did. Accomplished everything I set out to accomplish, or at least I hope I did. How about you? How about your evening?
You know, the usual.
Are you all right?
Sure, yeah. I'm fine.
Well, you don't seem fine. You seem down to me.
I can't be Miss Mary Sunshine 24/7.
Something happened while I was out, didn't it, huh? Who's Birdie? She been drinking again?
No. Which is probably why she's so edgy.
She said something to upset you, didn't she?
Do you know Birdie has a daughter my age?
Did she tell you that?
Kid lives with her father. Birdie hasn't seen her in years. Another family ripped apart because of booze.
Not too unlike what happened in your own family. That's probably why Birdie's story struck such a nerve.
My stepfather. He hit the bottle pretty bad. I could never have friends over. Because I was too scared he'd come home drunk, make a scene, embarrass himself, and me.
It must have been horribly difficult for you. Oh, you know, when I look back on my own life, there's one thing that I regret the most, and it's the fact that alcohol drove my family away from me. It's true. My husband, it was the most important thing in my life. My son I loved more than life, but how were they ever to know how I felt about them? I was so intoxicated all the time. Most of the time. And alcohol brought tragedy into my life. There's two. I ended up totally alone.
Kind of like Birdie.
Very much like Birdie.
Oh, don't bother thanking me for serving you and your company tonight, Jill.
It was my pleasure.
So, how'd the rest of the evening go?
Don't ask.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know how important this evening was to you.
All I wanted to do was have my family in my home. Is that so wrong?
Of course not. But there'll be other evenings with your grandson and his mother.
Not if Nina has her way. She's made it very clear that she is not comfortable in this house.
Why?
That surely is a very long story, and it's one that I don't want to get into. Now or ever. I don't like to drink alone. Here's to family.
Megan!
We'll be here first thing in the morning.
You hang in there. I'm gonna get you a lure. You're gonna be out of here before breakfast.
I never thought Olivia would ask you to leave.
She didn't ask me to leave, Carol. It was my decision to move out. You know what? I'm gonna split. I got some thinking I gotta do.
Okay, but where are you gonna stay?
Studio. I got a pull-out bed there. It'll do for now. You? How about you?
Hotel, for now.
So you do plan on sticking around, huh?
Didn't you tell me you needed a friend? I'm here for you, Malcolm.
My love for you is getting stronger. Simple life is life for me. 'Cause I'm missing you. Darling, I'm missing you.
Here's your tea. Nice and hot. Olivia, there's something that we've been talking around. At least I have. You know how much I love my brother. And I would never do anything to hurt him. But as hard as I try to fight it, I can't deny I do have feelings for you. And I know that I've said I'm hoping and praying that you and my brother get back together. But God forgive me. Because I don't want that to happen. Hey, Liv. Here's your tea. Nice and hot. Liv, you okay?
I have to go upstairs and see Nate. Thank you.
Yeah, well, Liv, you...
What am I thinking? What's the matter with me? Oh, God.
You know, Mac, no one knows better than I do what it's like to have a drunk in the home, how unbearable that can be. I understand why you left. I understand why you're looking for your grandmother.
For all the good it's done. I've had this fantasy. What it would be like seeing her for the first time. I'd ring her doorbell, and she'd answer. ask who I am, I'd say I'm your granddaughter. Her face would light up like I'd given her the best news in the world. But that's all it'll ever be, just a stupid fantasy. My grandmother isn't even home. And nobody in her house knows where she is or when she'll be back.
No. You listen to me, my young friend. I wouldn't give up hope. This is too important. Your grandmother could make a big difference in your life. Tell you what, maybe I should go with you the next time you go to your grandmother's house. Help you sort out what's going on over there.
You'd do that? You'd really do that for me?
Sure, why wouldn't I? You just let me know when you're ready to go and we'll go together, all right? Okay?